It's great to be celebrating such a landmark occasion with such a quality field. The Nike women's 1500 meters is at the line and ready to conclude this meet. And the most spoken about athlete over the past 2 weeks in the world of track, Kara, is none other than the three-time reigning Olympic gold medalist, Faith Kipyegon of Kenya. The reason why is in Paris, she tried to become the first woman to break the 4-minute mile barrier, and it was exciting to watch.
It was exciting, you know, she really went for it. It's such a huge barrier and there's still work to do, but she went for it. You can see here how hard she was working. She really left every step on that track, took the advantage of having pacers around her, a whole crowd of people just to cheer her on and see what she would do. She ran the fastest mile ever by a woman. But I think there's more in the tank for her, Lee. I think she does better in a race environment. So she did her job. She showed that women are continuing to raise the bar. But look at her now. She looks happier, more content. I think she feels more comfortable in this environment here.
She has this ease about her and goes into each and every race in this comfortable way. I love her psychological outlook. She says, our limits are only limited by our minds. So anything is possible. She believes she can break that 4-minute barrier. She believes she can keep on winning at this distance as well. The 31-year-old Kenyan, there is no stopping her.
Well, she has truly redefined what was possible for women in this event. She's run 3:49, the only woman to dip under 3:50, and she just keeps, like I said, raising that bar.
The Nike women's 1500 meters is away here at the Prefontaine Classic, and this is an epic field. Deribe Welteji, Jessica Hull, Nikki Hiltz, Georgia Hunter-Bell, Freweni Hailu. The list goes on.
I mean, this is the Olympic final right here. It's actually truly incredible. They have all of the medalists are here. We see Sage Hurtaklecker being the pace setter here. Faith Kipyegon right behind her. Jess Hull right behind her, who was the silver medalist in Paris. You see Georgia Hunter-Bell right behind Nikki Hiltz in the pink. Georgia Hunter-Bell was the bronze medalist. So this is going to be fast and deep. This is about as deep a field as you could possibly assemble.
Elise Cranny tried to just move up on the rail. It didn't quite work. Here comes Hailu ahead of Hunter-Bell and Hiltz. Faith's it second. Jess Hull is right on her and looking to be there. Jessica said, I really want to be there in that last 200, 250. That's going to be the marker for me.
You know, I think Jess Hull really started to believe last year. Kipyegon has pushed these barriers out there, and she started to believe that she belonged there. And now she needs to start thinking, and I know she's starting to think, I don't want to just be second. I also want to become a world and Olympic champion. One
of the headlines of this Nike Prefontaine Classic was, could Faith Kipyegon break the 1500-meter world record? That time is a 3:49.04. We'll revisit that in a little while.
Well, they are flying right now. You see Sage Hurtaklecker setting that pace. You see Kipyegon looking very relaxed. Look at her face. It looks very relaxed. There's no strain on that face, but Jess Hull is right there, tucked behind her. And right behind her is Welteji.
Exactly, the 23-year-old Ethiopian who Jessica Hull predicted to be running very fast in this race. 2 laps to go here inside Haywood Field.
Well, there's big separation with this group out in front to the second pack, and we will get a split here, an 800-meter split, 2:03.17. So they are well on their way here right now. And Welteji just giving them a little distance now. It's Kipyegon and Jess Hull with Sage Hurtaklecker moving out. Her pacing duties are done.
Faith Kipyegon has won this 6 times at the Nike Prefontaine Classic. Can it be 7, or could it be Jessica Hull's first? That would be a massive headline.
Well, this is where Kipyegon is special. She doesn't necessarily have this visual kick that you see flip on. She sort of just winds it up. It's ever so slight every 100 meters. Jess Hull does look awfully good right now, sitting right on her shoulder. But Kipyegon still leads 2:49 at the bell.
The 28-year-old Australian said she's been really pleased with her speed in training of late. She spent the last 2 months in Flagstaff, Arizona, and she is going with the Olympic champ.
Well, now we start to see just a tiny bit of daylight. This is what Kipyegon does. It's ever so slightly the way she picks it up, and now we start to see
It's her first 1500 of the season, if you can believe that. And Faith Kipyegon just looks right at home. Well, Tenchi is starting to make an impact on Jessica Harlan, will make a move for second. But this is the Faith Kipyegon show. Remember that time I told you? 3:49.04 is the world record. She's on pace. She's within reach. Come on, Faith. She's there. It's a world record. Kipyegon has done it. The woman who said our limits are only limited by our minds seems limitless.
Lee, she looked so comfortable out there. She was so locked in at what she was doing. And her stride just looked so good. And you saw her charge down that final 100 when she saw that clock. She knows what she's capable of, and she's showing it to us every time she steps out there. And this is the camaraderie of the women's 1500. It really has become an event that's known as the friendly event. They truly appreciate each other. The way that Faith Kipyegon has changed the game has inspired everyone else to step up their game and believe bigger.
Faith Kipyegon may be diminutive in stature, but she is a giant.
What she has done for women's athletics, what she has done for showing what you can do. Remember, she's a mother. What you can do having a career and being a mother, it's just truly incredible. She looks so comfortable out there. And look at this. Now look at the way she does change gears here as she gets to that home stretch. You can just see the way she is pulling away from everyone. And right here, you see a little bit of a change here. And you start to see that knee lift and that arm drive. But look at how comfortable she looks. This is Faith Kipyegon at her best. We're lucky to all witness it. This is what makes her so great. She's able to run so hard the whole time and find a little bit at the end. It's ever so slight. And she knew she had it. She knew she could do it. First woman to ever run under 3 minutes, 49 seconds in the 1500.
She downplayed it leading into this. She said, hey, don't worry about the world record. I just want to run and have fun. I'm looking for a fun race. Well, she had fun and she got the world record. There is no stopping Faith Kipyegon. What a way to finish the Nike Prefontaine Classic, huh?
Yeah, that was a great way to end it. We worried about the Bowerman Mile not being the end, but you know, that women's 1500 certainly lived up to the hype.